Halo. Sabar. Kagak mau udah mulai padahal. Nah udah. Bisa lihat komen. Udah. Jadi mau lanjutin Honkai Star Rail lagi. Discord nggak pada aktif ya udahlah. Gue lagi download gitu ya, tapi gue pause dulu karena kan live stream. Yes. Start. Wallpaper gue kayak basic banget ya. Gambar pemandangan tapi gue suka-suka aja sih ngeliatnya. Nggak kayak orang yang gaming banget tuh. Alah. Ya. Lanjutin ceritanya. Tadi siang kan habis ngalahin si Sunday, sekarang lanjutin dulu. Ntar ada beberapa hal yang gue pengen ambil. Nggak gue ambilin aja. Udah ambil gue sia-siain anjir. Ntar aja nanti apa ntar aja deh. Udah yang ini baru ini doang yang kelar. Isi dulu itu F4 ambil semua. Udah main 60. Udah sih nggak ada bedanya. Udah.
After all this craziness, nothing is better than staying safe in
Gilaan
reality.
ini tidak ada yang lebih baik dari tetap aman di dunia nyata, tentu saja. Empat dah, gue nggak ada
Let's go. We've got
pertanyaan bla 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 bla. Firefly.
how extravagant, just like Epsilon. How was it? Did it live up to your dreamscape expectation?
You already asked that when we first got here.
Yeah, and you said no back then. But after all this madness, I'd say you've grown fond of it. But just a heads up, you're still on the Bloodhound family's wanted list, so keep
Jangan
it
terlalu
low for a
mencolok
while.
dulu.
And this time, it's Firefly in the picture, not Sam. That's gotta be a whole new experience for you, right?
Indeed. In Kafka's words, that's also a
Ini
missing
juga ada
part of my
hilang
life.
kehidupan.
Still, it'd be quite inconvenient if I can't move freely. Could you help me out, Silverwolf?
I knew you'd say that. Don't worry, I've hacked all the systems and left no trace. Don't do anything that may draw attention, and don't talk with guards. They might recognize you. Keep these inside
Halo, semakin Naruto.
whenever you want, unbothered.
Sekarang Boruto ya, Boruto jelek kayak mendingan nonton Naruto walaupun banyak filler ya.
No problem, Miss Samuel. I love this fake name. Now that we're done here in Penacony,
Oh, sudah selesai.
what do you do in your free time? I hear the Genius Society is here. How about we go stir up some excitement?
Well,
Apa
even though the
ngerusuh?
script isn't over yet.
I didn't bring you back to hear an answer like that.
Maksudnya apa? Oh iya. Gue baru inget. Masalahnya dia ada alasannya kenapa. Dia, mungkin karena iri kali kan Naruto angkat anak tuh, gue lupa lagi nama anaknya siapa ya. Malah di anak angkatnya itu yang di entahlah kayak lebih dibanggakan kali, makanya durhaka. Gue nggak terlalu ngebaca Boruto atau nonton Boruto soalnya jelek kan. Kayak jarak dari cerita Naruto sama Boruto kan tuh deket. Cuma kayak perkembangan teknologinya tuh gila banget anjir. Kayak apa ini dunia cepat amat berubah.
Anyway, Kafka asked me to pass on this message. If you see anything fabulous in Penacony,
Udah dibenci seluruh desa pas masih kecil, duit ortu dikorup.
swipe my card.
Sama si Hokage ketiga anjir. Nggak jelas. Hokage ketiga atau keempat ya gue lupa dah. Yang kakek tua itu gue lupa. Kelima kan si Tsunade. Keenam si Kakashi.
I'll keep an eye out. There's tons of options at OT
Baru
Mall.
habis itu Naruto.
Do you think she'll like
Si
trinkets like a
Kurama ya namanya ya.
hair
Kurama
accessories
udah
or
mati.
brooches?
Those sound more like something for young girls.
Kenapa pas di Boruto kayak lemah banget aja ya karakter-karakter yang ada di Naruto dulu. Masa perkara umur aja nggak mungkin dong.
Blade wanted you to be
Kalau masih
more
pada muda.
careful. He didn't explicitly say it, but I think he was trying to say something
Kurang
like,
lengkap apa coba? Makanya itu
show up again in Penacony.
benci.
Always there's
Ya pada akhirnya deh.
word.
Hari-hari makan ramen, susu basi ya aja diminum, udah nakan durhaka emang. Iya sih, cuman perkara lainnya kan karena Kurama yang jadi pada takut
He
juga.
was just worried about me.
Cuman kan si tukang ramen itu kan baik banget tuh, dia kan ngasih makan mulu
You know me.
gratis gitu, sampai akhirnya kan
Do anything
pas
crazy.
Naruto udah gede
I just want to wander around.
kita
and
bisa lihat
explore
sendiri
the
kan
world for
perkembangannya.
myself. I want to buy some boot cake rolls. I've had a cake roll every day since I
Mulai
arrived in
dari yang
Penacony.
hal terkecil
And the
dulu,
first
terlama-lama juga gede sendiri. Kasih makan terus diutup, jadi Hokage,
Let's stay.
langsung.
I'll buy 2 and give you 1. And if you don't like them, I'll enjoy double the pleasure. Or I can bring one to Kafka, as she never refuses. Or maybe
Lanjutin
I'll
cerita.
give it to Blade. He'll appreciate it. That's
SR
not written in the script, right?
dari
But
orang
as you
baik
see,
di toko ramen kecil sampai gede punya cabang, makanya itu jadi tuh baik banget ya. Kayak orang lain kan pada takut sama Naruto karena ya Kurama itulah, karena di tubuh dia. Akhirnya ya dia sendirilah coba bantulah Naruto.
I have
Anjir,
added
pas
new
udah gede,
footnotes to my destiny.
pas ngeliat perkembangannya, gue yakin bangga sih itu, bangga banget. Gue juga kalau misalnya punya pelanggan setia gitu kan di toko, udah setia kayak gue, kalau dia nggak punya duit ya udah gue kasih aja gitu. Gue kasih aja sudah sukses. Ya gue nggak minta banyak sih. Gue cuma minta terima kasih aja. Akhirnya ya, jadilah itu, dan gue yakin disponsor.
I thought they would choose a more formal and
About this, director.
Cuman gue udah lupa sih cerita Naruto kayak gimana, soalnya udah lama
This
juga nggak
airship
nonton.
named the Radiant Feldspar belongs to the Alfalfa family. This conference between the IPC and the family will have a direct impact on Penacony's future.
Udah lama nggak nonton, udah lama nggak baca. Terakhir tuh gue nonton 2021 lah, pas masa-masa COVID. Itu gue masih nontonnya lah. Nonton ulang sih lebih tepatnya.
The atmosphere here
Kayak nasibnya mati kena korup, duit anak yatim piatu ya. Jangan gitu. Kasihan anjir. Tapi dia keren, Naruto dia punya semangat cuy.
if I'm right, this conference is probably
Gue punya
just a
semangat
prelude.
kayak
Whoever
ya gue bisa
organized it wants
jadi
to
orang
assess the IPC
besar lah
status
suatu saat nanti.
beforehand.
Dan dibuktikan jadi.
This influential figure either has their own ambitions and
Kan yang
wants to
korup juga
reach
bukan
a
bokapnya tuh.
agreement,
Siapa tuh? Gue lupa lagi.
or they plan to put pressure on us to
Bokapnya
make us
atau
back off.
kakeknya ya? Tsunade lah gue lupa. Kakek ketiga.
Mind is always so
Kan bokap
sharp,
Naruto Hokage
Director
keempat.
Topaz. And when the big boss arrives, please remind her to be cautious and watch out for any traps.
Enggak dah, bokapnya Tsunade itu kan Hokage kedua tuh, satu gitu, lupa dulu.
Thank you for the reminder, but I don't think that will be
Kita masih
necessary.
mending Hiruka
When
Sensei
she's at
daripada
the table,
Hiruzen
it's
ya
the
emang.
others who need to be cautious. Just tell everyone on our team to stay focused on
Gue
their
udah lupa
tasks
anjir,
and
cerita-ceritanya
not
kayak gimana
about
aja anjir.
negotiations.
Siapa-siapa aja karakternya. Soalnya udah gak begitu nonton
I'll do it
anime
right
tuh.
away.
Kalau lebih ke baca manga, walaupun itu manga-manga yang baru sih, bukan yang lama.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't call Miss Jade Big Boss in front of her, or there will be serious consequences.
Got it. Thank you.
Aduh. Lah, tiba-tiba anjir. Nempel. Topas. Terus, itu kenapa lagi? Kagak bisa ke situ anjir. Oh bisa deh. Lewat sini. Apa bisa? Nggak bisa anjir. Gue sih kalau mental nggak kuat auto join Cuki sih itu. Ya makanya. Cuman yang gue, oh ya sih karena orang tersakiti sih wajar sih ya. Pada yang join kuat-kuat semua anjir. Siapa aja tuh?
None of the important figures
Aku udah lupa yang nama karakternya siapa-siapa aja. Udah nggak begitu pantengin juga. Obito ya namanya ya, yang pakai topeng terus mata satu doang itu. Perkara Kakashi anjir.
Food in the dream. Shouldn't taste bad.
Aduh.
Numpy.
Terus kakaknya siapa? Kakaknya Sasuke masuk juga tuh. Perkaranya ngebunuh satu desa anjir mas.
Sorry, I'll treat you to a night.
Karena tahu gue lupa. Hah? Mana anjir? Katanya ada kotak. Ya bodo amat anjing, gue lagi pengen ambil kotak anjir. Weh. Dah, itu doang sih. Ada lagi. Set. Ada lagi. Udah kan? Ya balik ke bawah. Ada lagi. Oh itu. Udah dong, udah. Anjir kagak lanjut ini ceritanya.
So many buttons. How many centuries would it take to press them all?
Aduh, habis makan gua.
Didn't expect those pooches to actually recycle them all.
Ini apa? Sparkle.
Huh? What are?
For your safety, please stay away from those objects.
For my safety? Are these buttons something dangerous?
Ya.
Not exactly. Lately, there's been a prankster in the Sweet Dream who's been handing out strange button devices to anyone he meets. According to those involved, he said something like, "Just press this
Kayak
button
terlibat.
and all of Penacony will explode."
Anjir.
Luckily, no one believed it. Still, the Bloodhound family collected these
Ngumpulkan
buttons
tombolnya
just to
tuh
be on the safe.
berjaga-jaga. Dua.
What will happen if you press it? Hasn't anyone actually tried?
Well, perhaps you don't know much
Tidak
about
terlalu kamu
Penacony.
memimpikan
All
apa
the
ya?
guests here have one thing in common.
Semua tamu di sini punya satu kesamaan. Mereka takut sama kematian.
Anyway, the family will deal with these things. Please kindly keep.
Oke. Sparkle aja sebenarnya itu.
Greetings, madame. What can I do for you?
Hello.
Could you tell me more? I assume you are the ambassador of the IP. The Radiant Felspar is owned by Mr.
Oh, the
Odin
Alpha.
Alfalfa, head of the Alfalfa family. Mr. Alfalfa invested a significant amount in building this luxurious
Era
airship
Ember
an
lalu.
Ember era ago, and it has been sailing
Okay.
Oh, so it's owned by old Odie himself. No one.
Indeed, Mr. Alfalfa has impeccable taste. Only the. Please allow me to
Kalau
continue
Jangan
my
Lupa
introduction.
perkenalkan
The
Radiant
Radiant Felspar
Felspar.
had been cruising over the Sea of Dreams in
Mimpi
Penacony for an
selama
entire Ember
Ember.
era.
Yang
But
dihentikan
its
sementara
voyage
karena
was
kita orang
temporarily
terjadi
halted.
berbeda.
Reverberation. Such a
Lucunya lihat orang di Twitter
You're really
bandingin
down
Naruto
for
sama
everything.
Luffy. Katanya Naruto memang gara-gara punya Biju Kurama, terus didukung Hokage, sedang Luffy sama bandit di hutan sendirian. Perbandingannya rada kurang itu ya. Itu aja masih mending Luffy. Ada sama aja Mas Sabo yang peduli. Ya makanya.
I
Dia juga
apologize.
kuat juga
Please continue.
karena makan buah sih. Makan buah
Thankfully,
warna
the
ungu
factors that
dimakan.
disrupted the dream state
Wah,
have been resolved.
setiap kalah wah ganti
However,
gear.
due to, well,
Ganti
search
gear
itself,
mulu sampai sekarang udah 5 atau 4 gitu.
Mr. Alfalfa suggested
Atau 6.
relocating the
Bang.
Charmony Festival to the Radiant
Lo di
Felspar,
Hunter nama lu.
taking this opportunity to announce
Well,
Ah,
that
saya-
would
saya-
meet the family's needs and
Eh,
also
bodoh lah.
create momentum
Iya, nama
for
apa?
Alfalfa himself. Quite fitting for a legendary tycoon like
Aku
you.
pemula di HSR mending gacha siapa? Gue juga pemula. Mohon maaf. Gue jujur ya.
Thank you for explaining
Gue
all this
gacha di
to me.
HSR karena gue suka sama karakternya doang. That's it. Gue nggak. Kalau mau lihat di YouTube sih kan banyak tuh yang tireless. Paling kalau sekarang facial yang ngerubah warna biru itu. Kalau sekarang ya.
The talent motivation department again. Internal review. I'm working on a major project. I don't have time to squabble with you guys.
Yang berubah. Kalau gue cuman ya udah. Selama gue suka karakternya kayak looknya aja gitu atau ya looknya doang sih pasti. Ya udah gue gacha.
The way I handled the
Gua
Euro
coba
case
pull.
was approved
Siapa
by
tahu berhasil
senior
kan.
management and
Dan gue
all
dapet
of the project logs
si
and
Firefly.
files are complete. Can't you check on the
Tapi sekarang gue
rest? I
kurang
just
Ruanmei.
don't understand. Why are you so fixated on this minor case and constantly escalating it?
Marah-marah dong.
Seriously, what's your purpose?
Marah-marah nih.
Sounds exhausting.
Lah yang tiba-tiba datang.
Just hang up.
Oh, aku baru level 69. Iya. Baru banget tuh ya. Gue aja baru level
In my
nggak tahu berapa.
you handled that project.
Gue males
quite
ngeliat
well.
level sih, yang penting
A little
main
ball
aja.
of ice in exchange for the Astral Express's good favor. That's not a bad deal for the department.
Soalnya temen gue udah
It's
level
been a while,
max.
little Elena. I've been looking forward to working with you. Never imagined this day would come so
Ini apa
soon.
lagi?
Is there trouble?
Tiba-tiba jadi batu aja.
You can tell me anything. Just like old times.
Wah,
It's
lupa.
been a
Oh,
while,
mami. Oh,
Lanjutin.
enggak sih, gue biasa aja.
I'm honored to have the opportunity to work with you.
You're still so formal, aren't you? Forget about the hierarchy and treat me
Gue
as
udah
you
punya
will.
waifu di sini yaitu
I need
Firefly.
unnecessary titles like that.
Firefly itu seng
I'm
gue.
sorry, but it might take some time to get used to that. After all, you are a senior.
Well, now that we're both
Bro,
members of the
orang
10 Stone Hearts,
berhati
I
batu.
need you to be at your best, especially
Terbaikmu,
since the
terutama
upcoming
tingkat
negotiations. As sharp as you are, I'm sure you've figured out the true purpose of this conference, right?
I believe old Oti has taken it upon himself to test our limits
Wait,
before the
Mute.
official negotiations between the IPC and Penacony.
That's true, and it works in our favor. Do you know why?
If we can reach some sort of agreement with old Oti beforehand and gauge our opponent's boundaries, our future negotiations will go much more smoothly. That's the obvious benefit.
Exactly. And the hidden benefit is that as the head of the Alfalfa family, his actions suggest that the 5 lineages might not be as united as the Odes of Harmony would suggest. As long as the influence of Harmony hasn't completely permeated their core, personal desires will always have their way. It's similar to the power struggles within the IPC. The supposed all-for-one philosophy shared by the 5 lineages. It's just a slogan now that the Dream Master has gone.
After the downfall of the Yoke family, old OT's faction became the dominant force in Penacony.
Yes, that's exactly why we need to handle the conference following an agreed-upon strategy. It's like playing a game of chess.
Absolutely.
Pretty clear. Although,
That was based on my...
I apologize for interrupting your conversation, but the family head is ready to meet the ambassadors.
time to get to work. Let's prepare ourselves and meet that esteemed supporting actor. Remember, our goal is to create an opportunity for the IPC to enter Penacony. Aventurine has already made a small opening.
Welcome aboard my ship, the Radiant Feldspar. Please, have a seat. Let's have a pleasant converse. Welcome aboard, my dear ladies. Forgive me for any lack of attentiveness that might have led to a...
No problem at all, Mr. Alfalfa. It's my honor to meet you in person. You may not be aware, but the book Odi Alfalfa, the biography...
After all, to many, you are the legendary figure who single-handedly built the Penacony economy.
I expected no less from the 10 Stonehearts from the Strategic Investment Department. You're definitely skilled in the art of conversation. I always enjoy talking to smart people because we don't have to beat around the bush. We can just get straight to the point instead. Since I invited you IPC ambassadors on board, I'm sure you figured out the topic I'd like to discuss.
The future of Penacony, if I'm not mistaken.
Precisely. Those few words represent a terribly complicated situation indeed. Let's take that golden-haired guy who's not showing up, for example. He put in great effort and almost got himself killed. But wasn't it eventually to create an opportunity for you IPC to regain control of the precious Astana?
The wisdom and experience you've accumulated over 10 Amber Eras are truly impressive. Let's assume your assumptions are correct, Mr. Alfalfa. How would you respond to the IPC's actions?
I appreciate your composure, Miss Jade. You must have witnessed much in your worldly experience. However, perhaps you don't know much about Penacony. Old Oti won't sit idly by when faced with a greedy wolf.
Please.
Then I'll be straightforward. I requested this meeting before the official conference to dissuade the Strategic Investment Department from trying to lay a finger on Penacony. If you back off now, you can make a smooth exit and prevent the IPC from losing face during more important negotiations.
One of our P-45 executives was attacked and nearly killed in the Dreamscape. The IPC can't simply ignore this incident. Moreover, considering the turbulence during the Charmony Festival, Penacony's credibility has taken a hit in the public's eye. Despite your determined attitude, the issues plaguing Penacony are real, are they not?
You use the term real, Miss Topaz, but let's not forget that this is the realm of dreams. If you want to succeed here, you need ambition and unconventional thinking. Curious about how I plan to respond to the IPC? Well, I don't mind sharing. My actions will help Penacony take a significant step forward by self-listing and going public.
Going public?
If I'm not mistaken, you want to bypass the IPC and go public on a universal scale.
Precisely. Instead of watching the IPC gnaw away at Penacony, I'd prefer to open the doors of this sweet dream to the entire universe. Starting today, anyone in the cosmos can become a shareholder of the land of the dreams. This is the path of harmony I'll choose. This reform should have been implemented earlier, but unfortunately, the Oak family were a bunch of blockheads blinded by order. Their level of intellectual flexibility doesn't even come close to it. Thanks to the little reverberation earlier, the biggest obstacle between me and my reforms has been eliminated. The Alfalfa family will publicize the financial results of Sweet Dream Paradise, so that the entire universe can see that despite the catastrophe, Penacony still holds immense potential and opportunities, and that the
Crisis and opportunity are two sides of the same coin. So, you've been waiting for the right moment for Penacony to regain the spotlight. And if Penacony should seize this opportunity to overcome adversity, even if the IPC tries to intervene, every move we make will be scrutinized by trillions of people.
Now I'm convinced that you've indeed familiarized yourself with my biography, Miss Jade. So, about your next move. Please, consider it carefully.
Indeed. We need some time to digest such a wealth of information. I suggest we conclude the first half of our conference, Mr. Alfalfa. Please allow Topaz and me to confer privately for a few moments, and to respond on behalf of the IPC later.
Of course. Take your time.
The Alfalfa family had a meeting with the IPC?
I got this information from a message sent by that IPC ambassador. He said it was to return the favor. It's not hard to imagine. Penacony today is pretty much like the frontier prison it once was, with external forces casting greedy eyes and the undercurrent of or instead of falling into a situation where they are plagued by both external and internal threats, Penacony would rather take a step back and invite the IPC to negotiate at the table, ostensibly to cooperate, but in reality, to secure more opportunities for their own survival.
Wow, no wonder they sought the mediation from the Astral Express. In your opinion, who should we stand behind?
I don't think the followers of the Harmony are completely innocent victims in all of this. For reasons unknown, they have a strong desire to smooth things over, which leads to speculation about their motives. If either the family or IPC were to assume full control of Penacony, it would return to its previous illusory dream of hedonism and the efforts. There you are. Did you rest well?
I didn't disturb you since you were in a deep sleep. Ah, she went to negotiate with the family as a representative of the crew. She'll contact us once her arrangement.
After Anna's dream was shattered, the family branch from the Montour system soon arrived and swiftly took control of the situation.
The mastermind behind the plans was confirmed to be Gopher Wood, the previous Dream Master. But by the time we arrived, he was dead already. He'll face a trial. As for further details, the family would rather not.
Ultimately, the public perceived the incident as an attack by evil forces targeting the Charmony Festival. They believe the family failed to safeguard, while quite different from the truth. This appears to be the outcome with the least impact.
After all, you don't know who's awake and who's pretending to be asleep. Well, they'll open their eyes in the face of danger. Once the danger subsides, here's a toast, with 3 glasses of glory of the Trailblaze to all of you. Yeah, it's good to see you all again. Although we might be saying goodbye again after this reunion. When will the Astral Express leave Penacony?
We'll stay a bit longer, but not too long.
So, this is our final meeting then? If this is a farewell, then it seems to be missing something. Music? Atmosphere? Ah, maybe a special drink to honor those who are not here. Let's see. The mixed drink should be solemn, dignified, and unique. To the nameless, resting in peace. And to Gallagher. Ready to mix your drink? Before we start. All right, as you wish. I think I have an idea about what drink to make. Would you like it bitter or sweet? It's up to you. Choose the flavor that suits you best at this moment. Here's Bitter Dreams, the least popular drink in this bar. It's bitter and sour, just like the harsh realities of life. Not a bad choice. Let's start mixing. Words always fall short. If you want to bring closure to past events at this lounge, there's no better way than mixing a drink. Blend all your memories and emotions together and stir them well. Well, here's to the nameless resting in peace. And to my friend, Gallagher. Death is a bitter truth, but what you did will be remembered by history. We're not accepted by the outside world, so we've gathered here. And one day, our souls will return. Cheers. Oh, are you leaving? Well, then take this with you. I mixed more of this last special drink for you.
Thank you. I'm sure it'll leave a lasting impression.
If you happen to run into Gallagher, make sure he has a sip too. I know his. All right, enough with the heavy stuff. You guys have important things to take care of, whether it's the Astral Express or Penacony. There's still a long journey ahead, and embark towards our tomorrows.
Old Odie is a tricky opponent. I didn't expect him to take the risky step of going public at such a critical moment for Penacony.
Indeed. He's definitely bold. It's that kind of boldness that made him the Odie Alfalfa he is today. Still, the outcome is uncertain. Shouting loud doesn't necessarily carry any weight. What about the
They agreed. But it'll take some time before they arrive.
just as it should be. The sweet dew should be served after the bitter poison.
Looks like we'll be skipping the exchanging apples step.
Now that we're dealing with a greedy merchant, a simple apple wouldn't make a difference. Well, I guess I included myself in that remark too. Now I'm a bit curious, Topaz. Do you think Penacony is a quality asset?
Yes. Despite its recent calamity, Penacony remains a top-quality asset within the cosmos, with good credit, lucrative potential, and promising prospects.
Well, that's obvious. But what I truly wanted to know is, this project is obviously too bland for...
That's true. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Aventurine.
But despite that, you trust him. You even entrusted him with a cornerstone. Something as precious as life itself to finish this gamble.
Are you not in the same boat, Miss Jade? Without us playing along, your Jade Stone wouldn't have made it across the border so easily, allowing you to see all desires that flow through dreams to gain a bargaining chip in negotiations. That's why I'm willing to stake my Topaz Stone to cover for you. It's like one big, elaborate game of chess.
Once that kid sets his mind...
Looks like we've strayed off topic, Miss Jade. Should we discuss our next steps?
No need. I'll go it alone. Meanwhile, you can go greet our honored guest and wait for my message.
Okay.
Is that Robin? Huh. She's also here on the Radiant Feldspar. Do as you're told. Greetings, Miss Robin. I didn't expect to meet you here.
Miss Jade? Greetings. The opening ceremony for the Charmony Festival has been moved to the Radiant Belts. How about you? Have you spoken with Mr. Alfalfa?
I'm actually on my way to meet him right now. Do you know him well, Miss Robin?
Unfortunately, I've never met him. I've only heard a few comments from the former head of the Oak family. Mr. Alfalfa is respectable when it comes to business. But in other respects, I can't say the same.
Where do you think the future of the planet of festivities is headed?
I believe the sweet dream will see its rebirth, just like the Radiant Feldspar resumed its voyage. The Harmony needs a new direction. Only by bidding farewell to the past can we actually sail into the future. There are no permanent allies or everlasting enemies. So let's both take what we need from this deal.
Naturally. I'm looking forward to your performance.
See you later, Miss Jade.
Thank you for your patience, Mr. Alfalfa. Let's continue our discussion.
Figured out something already, Miss Jade? But where is Miss Topaz?
Topaz has something else to take care of. You'll be seeing her later. Talks can still...
Is it just me, miss? Your tone sounds very different now.
I need to set a good example for my junior. It's not a good habit to be too loose-lipped during negotiations, right? Now we can speak frankly and openly. Do you believe what I said, Odie? You're not the only merchant who has seen the changes in the cosmic market over the past 10 Amber eras.
Interesting. Now that's interesting. Good. It's good to be straightforward. Openness and transparency are my things. So, tell me, what's your next move?
Unfortunately, I'd like to speak the harsh truth before laying out my plan. Let's cut to the chase. First, your plan won't work. Penacony has no way of sidestepping the IPC and going public. Second, you can't stop the IPC from entering Penacony. We've got all the time and connections in the world to find a way in. We'll keep tearing down and rebuilding this place until the Asdana system gets used to the IPC. Now, I'm repeating your words exactly. If you don't want to be a laughingstock and have everyone gunning for you at the official conference, you'd better drop your little pie-in-the-sky plan.
Oh, interesting. Indeed, you surely have a way with words. Now, I'm curious to know what you have up your sleeve.
Mr. Alfalfa, let's not forget that the IPC controls the biggest interstellar publicity platform. More than half the news networks in the universe take their orders from us. The moment news spreads about Penacony going public, trillions of customers will immediately receive a message like this. The family's protection for Penacony has expired. Any mishaps in the dreamscape could result in permanent brain death. Care to guess how many ways we have to turn alfalfa credits into worthless junk within a measly 24 system hours?
You really think you can pull that off?
Even from Pier Point, as distant as it may be, I'm more than capable of keeping you on a tight line. However, if you agree to give up that half-baked plan to go public, the IPC will assure you that we'll never jeopardize the interests of the family heads under your leadership. After all, we also need allies here in Asdana. The IPC can assist Penacony with financing, starting by acquiring 30% equity shares. With our financial support, stabilizing and rebuilding Penacony will be a piece of cake.
%30 equities, eh? Who can guarantee you won't want more in the future?
That's the brilliant part of it all. The answer is simple. No one. There are no guarantees. It all hinges on self-awareness and mutual respect. However, the board of directors will consider the interests of the family heads to some extent. You're a smart merchant, old Odie. Isn't the whole purpose of this elaborate game to showcase your business acumen and seek more benefits for the family? It benefits us if we both take a step back. And if that's not enough for you, I'm pretty sure that another goal of making Penacony go public is to expand the influence of the Planet of Festivities and attract more customers. I understand your concern, and I have a solution for that, too.
Fine. Now I see your sincerity. As the head of the Alfalfa family, I don't think I have any reason to refuse your offer. However, as their chosen one, I still need one final answer.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
When I was a child, I heard the adults recite the tale of the ancient Ember Era, about the ascension of Shipe, the Harmony, and the downfall of Enna, the Order. The Order and the Preservation used to be close in ancient times. So, why does the IPC, as a follower of the Amber Lord, seek collaboration with the family instead of aligning with the Order?
The answer is simpler than you think. It's all about credits. Everyone's favorite thing and the universally recognized currency among the stars. The IPC has the power to perpetually ensure their value. With each new world integrated into the credit system, the IPC adds another building block to its cause. Eventually, all exchanges, capital, and businesses will operate within a unified monetary system. By then, all planetary developments will be recorded in accounts with well-defined values and the ability for exchange and circulation. And the heart of everything will be Klepoth's credit.
And then the IPC will be able to exert influence over everything.
Our intention is to establish enduring preservation, so I'm sure you can understand. This universe doesn't need two types of order.
Well said. Now you've convinced me. All right. Tell me your solution. Let's see if we're thinking the same thing.
Then let's continue our conversation. Please, Topaz, invite Sweet Dew to join us at the table. Thank you for your presence, Miss Himeko. Please allow me to introduce her to you, Mr. Alfalfa. This is Miss Himeko from the Astral Express, one of the future shareholders of Penacony.
I've heard so much about you, Mr. Alfalfa. It's an honor to meet you as representative of the Astral Express.
This stunning lady is the navigator of the Astral Express? It's a pleasure to meet you.
I believe everyone here is familiar with the general contents of the proposal. After this round of financing, the IPC is expected to hold 30% of Penacony's shares. Then, the IPC will transfer 5% of that stake to the Astral Express and recommend Miss Himeko as an independent director to honor the sacrifices and contributions made by the former Nameless to the land of the dreams.
While this decision isn't finalized yet, we are honored that everyone here recognizes the way of the Trailblaze. While the Nameless didn't embark on their journeys for fame or fortune, if this is the wish of both the family and the IPC, I will represent the Astral Express and fulfill my duty as a member of the board of directors. The entire crew has agreed to assist in the reconstruction of Penacony. Beyond that, in our future travels, we are committed to bringing the beautiful dreams of the planet of festivities to more worlds. Of course, all cooperation is based on one premise. The path of harmony in Penacony must not be distorted again, and such a tragedy must never recur.
Old OT is in agreement, so the issue is settled, I presume.
They will soon realize the situation. When the last question was asked, Old Odie represented more than just the Alfalfa family.
When should we schedule the formal negotiations? I'll handle the arrangements.
It's all up to you. I'll step back and let you handle the negotiations and takeover. I won't be involved.
But Miss Jade, this is...
Aventurine initiated this case, and you were his project partner. If that kid hadn't overplayed his hand, I wouldn't have been pushed to the forefront. I came here today to help you sort out the toughest issue. I trust you'll be able to wrap things up quite nicely, little Yelena.
Of course, there won't be any problems. And please, give Diamond my assurance.
Don't worry. Diamond has always trusted us. I'll put in a good word for you, and you'll have your P-45 position back in no time. Radiant Feldspar. What a fantastic ship. Now that my business is done, it's time for me to indulge in my own little hobby.
Ah! You want to open a Bon and Jade exchange branch on this ship too?
Opportunities like this don't come around often. Just look at the guests on this ship. They're surely holding a wealth of valuable treasures. Well, I'll take my leave. A pawn shop can't run without a boss. See you around, Topaz.
I have one more question for you, Miss Jade.
Go ahead.
That dose of bitter poison. I'm curious as to how you found this information.
I didn't find the information. It came to me. It was from a lady concerned with the future of the Harmony. In return, I've agreed to help her with something, but that's for later. We can deal with it after we leave Penacony. You see, that's what investment is all about. The seeds of opportunity are already sown. They only need a little bit of nourishment to take root. And then after, all we need to do is wait patiently. Like right now, for example. It's just about time my final guest boarded the ship.
Sneaking in was way easier than I thought. The family's security is as lax as ever. So, this a pawn shop that grants wishes. Is there really a place like that on the ship? I'll find out for myself if the rumors are true or not. Is that him? Huh. Vanished in the blink of an eye. So the...
By the way, there's one more thing. Mr. Alfalfa and I discussed it. I'll present a gift to the Astral Express on behalf of the family as a token of gratitude for the Nameless's contributions to Penacony. Please help me with the necessary arrangements.
Right away, Miss Robin.
Can I ask you something?
Oh, greetings, miss. Is there anything I can help you with?
Do you know how to get to the pawn shop?
Pawn shop. Ah, you must be talking about Lady Bonajade's place, right? I heard she offers, special services there. I've marked the pawn shop's location on your device. Please feel free to check it out.
Lady Bonajade. I think I've heard that name somewhere before. Was it from Silverwolf? Come to think of it, she disappeared after mentioning that she was going to meet with the Genius Society. I wonder how things turned out for her.
Welcome to Bonajade Exchange, Radiant Feldspar branch. How should I address you, dear lady?
Just call me Samuel.
Samuel. Nice name. So what do you need, Miss Samuel? And what are you willing to give up in return?
I want to keep on living. And for that, I'm willing to give up everything I have.
Everything you have?
That's right. Everything.
Miss Samuel, I think you'd best turn around. It seems you're not quite familiar with the term pawn.
What do you mean?
I mean it literally. I sense your burning desire to live, but unfortunately, you don't have anything of equal value to offer.
Okay. A pawn shop that grants wishes. I see. It's just a marketing gimmick.
Well, that's quite a harsh accusation. I understand you may not fully comprehend what I mean, but don't worry. I'll help you understand. Go and talk to these people. They're all customers of my pawn shop. See for yourself if their wishes have come true. Once you've done that, come back to me. I'll help you understand the true meaning of pawn and make you realize what you're missing.
That Lady Bonajade feels more like a money lender rather than the owner of a pawn shop.
Which one should I pop? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dan Heng and Void Ranger Jive.
Don't change the words.
No, it's not the best time to do that. Sorry. I'll catch up with you later.
You stupid little girl. Coming back to lose more money, huh?
Enough talk. Let's get started. This will be our final game. I'm betting my entire fortune.
Oh, a big talker, huh? All right, let's see what you've got.
I actually won!
This can't be! You lost to me 10 times in a row. How could I possibly lose to you at such a crucial moment?
It's true! Lady Bonajade has truly blessed me! Finally, my luck has turned for the better. Great new era for Stacy. The master gambler has arrived!
I've prepared a gift for you, Dorothy. Check this out.
Whoa! What a beautiful necklace! Is it made of Simon? How did you know I love jewels?
So, will you go out with me?
I will.
Really?
I mean, really? I never said yes before because I thought you had no idea what I liked. But this gift made me realize you were actually paying attention all along, trying to learn everything about me. So yes, I will.
Wonderful. My wish has actually come true. So, shall we go, Dorothy? Let's go outside and enjoy the stunning views of the 12 hours.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, did you see that? The gray-haired one outside.
Don't look around, just focus on your drink. Seriously, they look like a total lunatic. Is that him?
Chirp, chirp. Origami bird. Hey, little birdie.
Come on. Calm down already. Everyone's staring at you.
No, it's not the best time to do that. Sorry. I'll catch up with you.
Yeah, you heard right. I've got him. He's been hiding at the moment of soul in Penacony, using a fake identity. And he even posed as a professor at Paperfold Academy. I've made a deal with the family. I'll leave the extradition-related paperwork to you. How'd I find him? Well, let's just say I had some help from an influential figure. Don't ask for the details. 22 years. Yeah. 22 years of chasing this guy all over the cosmos. You know, never thought it'd end up like this. Right here. I'm gonna hang up for now, partner. I need to raise a glass to myself.
All of their wishes actually did come true. But I just don't understand. How did she do it? And what does pawn really mean? I should go back and ask.